Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to continue with my disco dot tutorial, but this time I'm going to show you how to do it with confetti glitter. This is a simple way that you can encapsulate glitter to create a fun design full of colour. So if you're interested and you would like to see how I did this, then keep on watching. So I've already done all of the prep work and I've applied a layer of my base coat. Then what I'm doing is I'm going in with shellac negligee again, just like I did in my last video, just to give the natural nail a bit of another sheen. It has a little bit of a pinky blue sparkle in it, as you can see from this swatch, and I really like that whenever a nail has negative space on it. And just in case you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when I say negative space, in a design that has part of the natural nail showing, that's what we call negative space. So you can see that negligee just adds a really nice natural shimmer to the nail, and that's why I like to use it. And then the key ingredients to this look is my Magpie Give Me Strength, and I also use one of these tiny little gel brushes, and then the real star of the show is this confetti glitter. I love this. It reminds me so much of the American confetti cakes that you see everywhere, and I think it's a really good dupe for the colours that I've chosen to put on my other hand to create that design. So I'm going in with the Magpie Beauty Give Me Strength, and I'm just creating a slip layer to start with because I'm going to apply some of the confetti glitter into this wet layer. So don't cure it, whatever you do. When you're ready, use the small gel brush or anything that you have to hand and pick up a small amount of the glitter. This can get a little bit tricky if you leave your brush dry, so I definitely do recommend that you dip it in a tiny little bit of the Give Me Strength, or if you're just using top coat, dip it into that because it will make the glitter stick to the brush so much better, and it'll be a lot easier for you to apply this onto the wet layer. I normally just take my time fiddling around with it until I'm happy with the placement. I always like to have a more concentrated amount of glitter towards the tip of the nail, and then a couple of random pieces down heading towards the base, just to make it look like it is a proper little fade. Now it's a bit more difficult with this particular glitter because it is quite thick, and obviously I'm doing this on short nails. But if you just keep moving it around, then you will be able to get it into a position that you're happy with. So just keep on adding glitter or taking it away if you find that there's too much of one colour. You can keep changing it up because you haven't cured anything yet. When you're happy with the placement of the glitter, go ahead, give that a cure, and then go back in with your Give Me Strength on top of that glitter. This just ensures that it is properly sealed in and is going to be encapsulated, and it provides the base for the second layer of glitter. Now I always do at least 2 layers. The first layer, sometimes you can miss a few spots, or once you've cured it you realise you're not fully happy with it, so I go in with just a couple of little extra pieces, normally only 3 or 4, to fill any gaps or give a little bit of a different colour in a particular area. And then when I'm happy with that, I go ahead and cure that again. And now it's time to fully encapsulate this design. I'm going back in with my Give Me Strength and applying another thin layer to begin with, just to make sure that I've got everything covered. And then once I'm finished with that, I'm going in with a lot more of the product to fully cover each piece of glitter. Because this is quite chunky, you'll find that sometimes the edges might be sticking out and you need to add more of the product to make sure that everything is covered. If you don't do this, you might find that in the next step, when you file and buff over the nail, you actually buff away some of the glitter, which can ruin the effect. So I do recommend applying a good thick layer of your product of choice. Also make sure that you're adding enough structure and a good apex while you're at it. I never make promises, 'cause I don't keep them. And now you can sit back and relax and enjoy watching me do this on the rest of my nails. 'Cause I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't keep them. 'Cause I don't I've gone ahead and I have filed these nails, and I've done it off camera because my tripod is in such a position that it makes it so difficult for me to film, but you can see that some of the pieces of glitter have been filed away. To fix that, there's a really easy, simple solution, and that is just adding another little dab of your Give Me Strength or top coat and just going in and strategically placing a few more pieces of glitter to cover those filed off pieces. Cure that very briefly and then go ahead and finish up by applying your top coat. You can apply 2 layers if you feel that the glitter is still a little bit chunky, or if not, you can apply 1 layer first, give it a quick buff, and then go in with a second layer, and that will make sure that everything is smooth. And that is how I create disco dots by using a confetti glitter. These are actually really simple, though it can take a little while to get used to encapsulating and not adding air bubbles. But I suggest that you give it a go because it's got such a lovely finish. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.